waves freeze the moment they splash the shore as strong winds from the north bring winter chills to the area. Surprisingly, a wary walrus appeared at shore in Barrow. The male walrus, that looked exhausted, weighs about 200 kilos. It showed up 1 month earlier than the hunters expected. In the past, walrus hunting symbolized courage and maturity for Inuit men. As a tradition, they were the first walrus they captured with community members to show friendship. But now, due to global warming, many walrus swim to shore from melting ice caps, a sight that leaves Inuit people with mixed feelings.
The walrus for meat, because we can make it to our taste. They call ulrak, which is fermented walrus. That keeps, you can take out to camp and you just need that to keep going. But that's our most severe impact is with the ice conditions, with the climate change.
People used to ask me, do you ever see anything in the environment that you can say has really changed under climate change? And I say, well, you're going to have to talk to the natives in Barrow. They're the ones that have seen, you know, the winds and the weather, and they have good experience for that. But when I started seeing walrus come on the beach and the numbers that I've seen recently, that's when I said, wait a minute, this is different.
The photo of the wary walrus that swam ashore made front page in local newspapers on the second day of its arrival. Originally, this walrus was ready to go home after hunting for food between ice caps. But since the ice caps in the Arctic Circle are melting and thus widening the distance between them, making it hard for the walrus to swim back home, the exhausted walrus sinks his teeth in the soil, recuperating until he has the strength to swim back to the North Pole.
Because the ice is so far offshore, it's now in very, very deep water. There's no way that the walrus can dive down to the bottom of the ocean anymore because the ice itself is in very, very deep water. So that's necessitated them to actually come to shore to rest, and because in the process they're having to go to shallower waters to feed, but now they're much farther away from the ice pack, and so they say, do I swim back to the ice pack to rest, or do I swim to shore?
Global warming caused by carbon dioxide emissions has changed animal behavior as well as the lives of human beings. With the hunting season arriving earlier, people's eating habits also have to change. Barrow is a favorite site of many oil companies, with many more heading there for oil drilling.
They're changing, but we change with them. What the federal government can do is help us with our erosion, and then help us if we need to keep the oil companies or exploration, at least not rush it so much that it's affecting us right away, but take the time and see how things will occur.
The Inuit people now have no way to predict when the ice will freeze or melt. They can only seek outside help to improve the situation. They blame the federal government, but still need the government's assistance.
But with the federal government, we need their help, because we can't do, with the requirements that are needed, we can't do without them. And they have to help us one way or the other, with the oil industry or with our subsistence.
The wary walrus recuperated on the shore. After he regained strength, he headed for home, leaving behind the Inuit along the coast of Arctic Ocean to fight against global warming. TITV Weekly.